Hi again, everybody, and welcome inside Cable Dahmer Arena and this Major Arena Soccer League broadcast on CBS Sports Golazo. Alongside my broadcast partner, Eric Bergrud, I'm Nick Vassos. Tonight, Kansas City hosts the Empire Strykers, and the Strykers have been like a Katy Perry song, Eric. They've been running hot and cold, but they're more hot recently than cold, and Kansas City cooled in the Inland Empire last week, suffering a 10-6 loss to Empire.
Tale of two teams right now. Kansas City, this is a must-win at home. For Empire, this could be a statement victory on the road.
Yeah, and for Empire, they have been getting some contributions from different players this year, including a international futsal player.
Yeah, terrific week last week for Walter Diaz-Gonzalez. 5 goals and 1 assist in 2 big wins against their rival San Diego Sockers and the Comets.
Yeah, and for the Comets, one guy who has had a lot of good defensive stats this year, but he also can find the back of the net.
Hat trick last weekend. Lucia Tetsane has been terrific on both sides of the ball. He needs to have a big game, both defensively as well as offensively, for the Comets this evening.
Yeah, we're expecting a really good one. Empire Strykers and the Kansas City Comets. It's also Star Wars night, so punch it, Chewie. We'll be right back on CBS Sports Golazo.
The Bonavia at Withers Farm. Brand new 1- and 2-bedroom apartments in Liberty and the exclusive housing partner of your Kansas City Comets. Enjoy modern luxury living. From spacious walk-in closets to a 24-hour fitness center, we have you covered. And yes, your pets are welcome too. Stop by or visit us online to schedule a tour of your brand new luxury home at the Bonavia at Withers Farm.
At Furniture Options, we make it easy to get comfortable fast. From individuals to businesses, we provide stylish, ready-to-live-in furniture within 2 business days. Choose your package, set your schedule. We'll take care of the heavy lifting. Furniture Options. Temporary furniture. Real comfort. Visit FurnitureOptions.com to get started.
Nobody does sports medicine like OSI does, which is why we are now the official sports medicine provider of the Kansas City Comets. We believe in a comprehensive, whole-person approach to medical care. We put in the work off the field so our players can succeed on the field.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on CBS Sports Golazo Network. MITRE is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League. Established in 1817, MITRE is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at mitre.com.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Eric Bergrud, I'm Nick Vassos. Lux Elzinga is down on Silverstein Eye Center's field. Welcome in to Cable Dahmer Arena tonight. The Kansas City Comets atop the MASL table with a record of 8-4-2 on 24 points, hosting the Empire Strykers, who check in with a record of 5-6 on 14 points and are 6th in the MASL table. As we mentioned earlier, Empire having won 3 in a row. Comets had their modest 2-game winning streak ended, and we're expecting a very good contest here between these two teams. They don't often meet, but when they do, the games usually turn out to be very, very good.
Well, and a good game on Sunday, which ultimately fast start for the Strykers. Comets scored some goals late, but 10-6 at the end. Got a little chippy there at the end of the game, and social media blew up, and I reached out to the Comets organization and asked, what is it where it seems like everybody's sort of aiming at the Comets? And this was the response. Every player circles the Comets on their calendar and specifically circles playing at Cable Dahmer Arena. because they know more people will be watching and commenting. It's the league's largest fan base. So yeah, this is a team that has swagger, but ultimately you have to deliver on that swagger if you want to be respected. Now, the old school San Diego Sockers, they could go in anybody's arena with swagger. If you have swagger and you lose, you're the Las Vegas Raiders. So that's the difference.
Speaking of, the Empire Strikers will have Marco Fabian in the lineup. He will be starting tonight. There's our old friend, Robert Palmer, Berto Palmer, their Empire's team captain. And he is there meeting in the center circle with our two referees tonight, Brian Martin and Brian Miller. My nightmare has been realized here this evening.
And just to make sure that Nick and I didn't mess up, they walked out onto the field for pregame warm-ups, and they were wearing "Hello, my name is Brian" name tags. and we both have "Hello, my name is Brian" name tags on here in the booth too. So very clear that they were serious tonight. No mess-ups, Mr. Vassos.
Yeah, I'm going to do my best. Kansas City wearing their home reds. There's a look at the Comets head coach, Stefan Stokic, in his third year. He has taken his team to the playoffs in his first 2 years. His first year they went to the finals. Last year knocked out in the quarters. Let's give you the starting lineups. First for the visiting Empire Strikers, starting in goal, it'll be Clayson DeLima, who has been on some good form recently. He'll start in goal. The two defenders in front of him, Robert Palmer and Justin Stenson. Midfield, number 33, Marco Fabian and Alan Perez. The target player will be Tony Delatorre. We are underway. Empire wearing all white jerseys. Kansas City will start Philip Ejimadu in goal. Two defenders, Chad Vandergriff, who leads the league in blocks, along with Lucia Tetsane. Here's the Comets streaking up the field quickly. Midfield, Mikey Lennis, Lucas Souza, and the target is Zach Reggett. And already we've got changes here in this opening quarter between Kansas City and Empire.
You mentioned Antonio Delatorre, former Comet, got into it with Rion Marquez at the end of the game. Little nugget, they got into it the first practice they had together in Kansas City, so this isn't something necessarily new.
In fact, here is Delatorre from Dodge City, Kansas. Also spent some time playing collegiately at Fort Hays State. Comets rest a little way on the far touchline. Rion Marquez chugging forward, tries to lead Mikey Lennis off the boards. Attempted Wallace Cora, could not finish. Ramon Palmer there on the shine, and a good block there by Empire.
League update, 58 Wallace scorers so far this year. 3 of them of the Brian Como Wallace Cora. That's where you pass it to yourself. We'll take a look at this replay, though. Little nudge there to Fabian.
Ooh. He's the franchise.
He is the man. And he's a genuinely terrific guy. And you think somebody who's won an Olympic gold medal, played in leagues all throughout the world, including the Bundesliga, Liga MX, and MLS. Very nice, approachable guy, too.
Probably one, if not the most notable players in the Major Arena Soccer League. And he's even doing some World Cup promotions now as we get ready for the World Cup in North America. Just underway here in the first quarter. Nearly a couple minutes have gone by. Justin Stenson, a St. Charles native. He's got a good crowd here, about, I don't know, maybe
20, 30 people. Yeah.
So got a good round of applause when he was introduced.
Speaking of a crowd, want to give a shout out to the watch party at the Ontario Airport Hotel. Strykers fans, I know that Jeff Burham, the owner, is out there too. Hope you enjoy the game, Strykers fans.
All right. Here's Empire with the ball. Robert Palmer out front. Out wide it goes to Perez. Now they're going to swing it near side for Alami. Munir Alami. He's one of their leading scorers. 7 goals so far this year. Back out front it comes to Polo Hernandez. Hernandez right on that Comets iconic logo in the center circle. Lays it off to the left. They'll swing it near side for DeLima. Now here's this Obasi ball, Eric, where the keeper comes up and plays as a 6th attacker. We'll see Empire hold the ball. They're a possession team. Here's Fabian now.
Saw Milwaukee do a version of this coming back against St. Louis this weekend, too. So I think Mr. Obasi has followers. There's no such thing as well, maybe he had the original idea, but everybody wants to duplicate and put their own spin on it.
Hernandez He's out of Tijuana, Mexico in his second year. Swing it left side. That one comes to Gratterall. Now all the way back to Hernandez.
Good job against the press there.
Yeah, they've held the ball for here a couple of minutes. Get it down to Gratterall. He follows it into the corner. Comets knock it free. Ball loose out front. And Junior Kazim kicks it back towards Clayson DeLima.
And if you're the Comets, you can't get frustrated because time of possession will go Empire's way, but you need to hold the ball when you can.
Marcel Berry with a near steal. And that one ends up in the hands of Clayson DeLima. DeLima on the year, 1-0. This is his third start of the season. Played up to Cutis Lawal. Go ahead, Eric.
Had some big wins here in during the pandemic year, including winning the semifinal series against the Comets. So former goalkeeper of the year. He's a quality player.
Stenson leaves it for Perez. Justin Stenson. Justin Stenson and Zach Reggett played together in St. Louis. It was Zach's rookie year. I think that was in the 18-19 season or maybe 17-18. But having those two on the same team, how about that? Here's Lucas Souza trying to run up on a soft pass.
Good turn there by Zach Reggett.
And Zach Reggett flicks it forward, but it right into the arms of Clayson DeLima. And DeLima's out throwing long, going to try to counter Kansas City. Comets end up with the ball. Try to play it up to Zach. Now correction, Dom Francis. Francis deep in the corner. Centers a pass and knocked away by DeLima. Nice play there by the keeper of Empire. Oh, another good pass there from Francis looking for Nacho. Flashing in.
I think if you're Kansas City, you got to decide, are we going to be fast or short?
A shot. Goal! Into Rion Marquez. A quick turn and a 1-0 lead for Kansas City.
So Kansas City hasn't had much of the ball, and they got to decide, are we going to try to counter them fast, or are we going to knock the ball around? And they decided to knock the ball around. Good entry pass there from Pino. A quick turn by Rion Marquez to his right. Quick spin, shot, goal. Had DeLima leaning the other way on the near post. 1-0 for the home team, Nick.
Marquez, number 15 on the year for Rion. And for Guerrero Pino, that is assist number 6. 1-0, Kansas City. DeLima into the corner. Trapped there by Alami, and Comets clear it back towards the half line. Berto Palmer's there. And that's kicked over with a shot there off the boards. That was Steven Chavez, who has been pretty impressive for Empire this year. Kazim fighting off 2 defenders and will play it back to the center circle. Chad Vandegrift, who leads the league in blocks with 33, plays it over to Reggett, who leads the league in points. Saucy Sanchez has taken over the league in goals scored. He has played some remarkable games lately for the Milwaukee Wave.
But in the most important stat, on Wallace Scora points, Reggett still leads. 4 goals, 3 assists. Kansas City will continue to try to do it again and again and again. That's playing the ball off the wall to try to create a goal-scoring opportunity.
Tetsane gathers it up. He's being pushed off the boards by Chavez. He goes down. Zach Reggett's there. He shoots. That one wide. Rebound comes off to Vandegrift. We've got a whistle. And a shaken up player on the field.
This will be Comets ball here. Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Visit MASLsoccer.com to shop the all-new MASL fan store for the latest MASL and team gear.
Kind of had an awkward fall there from Lucia. Looks like he's going to be okay. Here's Lucas Souza, who's back in the lineup from a long time. Long drive there by Tetsane. Yeah, looks like he's feeling okay. Souza heads it back in, and then Berto Palmer kicks it nearly the length of the field back to Ejimadu. Ejimadu volleys it towards the half line, settled on the turf. Henry Ramirez forward for Reggett. Reggett marked by Palmer. A couple old teammates there battling in the soccer dome. On back to Tetsani.
The world-famous Kansas City Soccer Dome.
Thank you for the correction.
You're welcome. They're thinking about putting a sign up. Did I tell you this?
No.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
I think it would be.
Yeah.
Here's Marquez. Rion looking for Ramon Palmer, flashing into the middle. Here is Francis. Francis moving pretty swiftly across the blue carpet tonight. Return pass to Dom. In the corner, couple of players collapse on him, including Felipe Dutra, a rookie, and a big body for sure.
He's a good defender.
Yeah. Oh, here's Francis to Marquez, who shoots. Rion tried to go high, but too high and above the crossbar. Kicked away and nearly goes out of bounds. But
media timeout, huh?
I think so. Let's take a break. 7:21 left to play in this opening quarter. Comets on the board first on a goal by Rion Marquez, the assist to Guerrero Pino. It is Kansas City and Empire on Star Wars night. Glad you were here. Come right back.
Clear vision is so important for everything I do, on and off the field. I'm Zach Reggett, forward for the Kansas City Comets. We are super excited to partner with Silverstein Eye Centers as the official eye care provider for the Kansas City Comets.
I'm Dr. Steve Silverstein. We would love to show you what eye care should be. Please call us to schedule an appointment or visit our website at silversteineyecenters.com.
One in there and almost deflected. Got it, goal! It is Nacho! Comets win game one. Out to Reggett. He does the game winner. For the dude and for the score. And he
Welcome back to the Cable Dahmer Arena. Kansas City and the Empire here on Star Wars night. Kansas City 1-up, goal from Rion Marquez off of Guerrero Pino. Guys, Lucia Tetsani is our player to watch this game after having a hat trick in the last game against Empire. He has 13 games, 14 goals, 14 points, 9 of them being goals. 5 years in the league, 4 with the Kansas City Comets. He is somebody to watch on both sides of the field, extremely athletic, and I know they're going to be looking to him tonight. Eric, Nick?
All right, Lux Elzinga down on Silverstein Eye Centers field. Thank you, Lux. And to add one thing, Lucia Tetsani with 27 blocks as well. So he's been good both sides.
Good two-way player.
Yep.
I interviewed him for our halftime segment last game, and he came in as a midfielder.
Zach Reggett with a drive from beyond the yellow line, just above the crossbar. Play back underway. Comets in the left wing corner, and a foul called on Empire.
That was referee Brian Miller making that call.
Thank you. I was just going to say Brian, since we have Brian Miller and Brian Martin. And the Comets took too long. And Brian Miller.
You don't see that called often, but actually has been called against the Comets the last 2 games.
Zach pleading his case. Now driven towards the other side of the field. Lennis pops it into Ejimadu. Ejimadu with the most wins in the MASL so far this season. His record is 7-3-2. Here's a drive. That one off the foot of Ben Suddeth. He is a rookie. He's just playing in his 4th game so far this season. All the way back to Dutra, another rookie, and left for the veteran Marco Fabian. Fabian, the Golden Boot winner, along with Zach Reggett. a couple of years ago. Fabian with 5 goals so far this season. He's got 65 goals and 29 assists coming into this game. And this would be his 50th game in the MASL. Quick restart, Fabian front and center. 6 minutes and 11 seconds left to play in this opening quarter. That's from Alo in the corner, around the boards, headed away. Polo Hernandez out front, Fabian with a drive, that one wide left. Rebound comes off to Marquez. Rian tripped up. And Mikey Lennis is there, gets it ahead to Andreas, and De Lima with an incredible kick save. What a save by Clayson De Lima.
Again, one-time goalkeeper of the year, battled injuries this past year. Great to see him in the lineup, and they have 3 quality goalkeepers. What a great asset for Coach Onua Obasi.
Nacho went far post to Regged, and Regged could not direct it on frame with the right boot.
Think you can predict the MASL? Head over to nxtbets.com to place your wagers on all the MASL action this season.
A couple of players we made mention of in the pregame show, one of them in particular, Walter Diaz-Gonzalez, who is the Empire's top scorer. He's not here tonight, along with Isak and Ali Somo are not here tonight. So a couple of 3 good key players for Empire not playing tonight.
Yeah, and so you're looking at some healthy scratches because on their injury report, nobody's out.
Yep.
Error there by Ajimatu throwing the ball out of play. This is a great opportunity for Empire to make Kansas City pay.
So behind the ball, it's Justin Stinson. He's got Fabian to his left, and he's got Alame to his right. Stinson. Shot by Della Torre. That one blocked out of bounds by the Comets. The Comets blocked more shots than any other team in the Major Arena Soccer League.
Chad Vandergriff for sure, but you go back to Berto Palmer's time here with the Comets. Just traditionally, this team tries to block a lot of shots.
And those 2 players that Eric and I just mentioned in the 400 club in terms of total block shots over their career. Here's a shot and a goal, and it is Felipe Dutra on the far post. And for Dutra, that is his first goal. He opens his Major Arena Soccer League account, and the Strykers have leveled this game at 1.
We talk quite a bit about this, Nick. Good things happen when you hang out at the back post. So off the corner kick, 1 pass, shot, and it doesn't matter necessarily if you shoot it on goal. If somebody's making that back post run, in case of Dutra, he's just camped out there. Nobody in his vicinity. Easy touch in.
Alame with the assist. That's number 5 on the year for Munir Alame. And we are level at 1. Comets with the ball on the half line. Swing it near side for Guerrero Pino. Pino stiff arms Berto Palmer away. Floats one forward for Andreas. Christian trying to slot one through, threading the needle, if you will, but it deflects into De Lima.
Lineup changes for both teams. Vandergriff and Pino were out last game. They're here, and you mentioned some of the changes in Empire's lineup. So in Empire's case, they have to fly from Kansas City to Baltimore, a tough game on Sunday. And so they brought some extra players on the trip, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see what lineup they put out there on Sunday in a tough environment, although Baltimore has shown they can be beat at home this year.
Comets send it into the corner. Mikey Lennis is there. Away from the goal, back to Lucas Souza. Souza has been dealing with a sciatica problem in his back, and he's gotten some rest over the last couple of weeks and has given it a go here tonight. Forward to Zach Reggett. Tried to play it back to Souza. Comets wanted a handball there. Pino heads it back in to Reggett. That deflects back to Pino. That's under 4 to play. Pino with a drive. That one wide. The ball up into the Cable Dahmer rafters here. Comes down now. Reggett with a drive and a save by De Lima.
And watching Reggett do this the last couple games, first of all, then you're not going to get the handball on. It's going to be interesting to
Oh, yeah, that was the handball there.
Not challenged, not sure that the challenge would have mattered, and we go to live play.
So back underway here, under about 3.5 to go here in the first. We're tied at 1. Stenson shoots it across the goal mouth. It winds all the way around the boards to Berto Palmer, who plays it back to DeLima. Clayson will play it over to Felipe Dutra, the rookie. Might be the biggest player on the field. On back to Berto Palmer. Palmer in his 12th year. And he tried to play back. Henry Ramirez went in to slide and to knock it away. But it's going to be controlled by Empire. DeLima, yeah, plays the ball forward to Gratterall. Dyerson Gratterall from Venezuela. He's running with Henry Ramirez. Comets take it back. Ramirez plays it to Ejimadu. 2.5 to play now in this opening quarter. It's the only game in the MASL tonight. No games tomorrow. And then there'll be a trio of games on Sunday, including Empire, as Eric mentioned, at Baltimore. Here's Marquez. Marked closely there by Palmer. Marquez releases it to Tetsane. Swing it near side Francis. Francis down to the corner. Back to Francis, but Justin Stinson steps in. And we've got a whistle and a foul that's going to go against Rion Marquez.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more.
Palmer, pass up to DeLima. Here's Clayson DeLima. His pass into the corner comes off the boards. Barry kicks it away, taken by Fabian, who plays it back to Chavez. Now they'll swing it near side for Palmer. 1:36 to play in the first. Tied at 1. Goals by Marquez and Dutra. Chad Vandergriff heads it away from the Comets goal. Fabian picks it up. Marco back to Berto. Berto played it in, deflected off of a player, and then deflected off Kazim. Amalho will play it back to Berto. Kansas City in first place in the MASL, 8-4-2. They send it into Fabian. Comets kick it away. Marco once again. He'll send it around the boards. De La Torre is there along with Vandegrift. Now Palmer drives one back in there. Off the boards, flicked back for Ramon Palmer, almost. But the Comets here in the last minute of the first. Can they get another shot off? Here comes Andreos, trying to cut it back in towards the middle of the field, denied, and a foul called on Christian.
The lights are bright and the fans are loud as the Empire Strikers taking on the Kansas City Comets. Stream it live on MASLplus.tv and replay the game on demand. Clip it, share it, live it again. Make sure to favorite your team to get instant updates on every game.
Boy, glad everybody was okay after a seam came loose there on the carpet. 30 seconds to play. Cutis Lawal with his back to Chad Vandegrift. Lawal, Comets fans will remember him playing over in Milwaukee. I believe he's also played for St. Louis. Here's now Stinson. Stinson moving to his left, drives one in. That one blocked by Reggett. Reggett goes down and a foul called on the Strikers. 8 seconds left in this opening quarter. Andreos goes long for Mikey Lettuce. Sure is.
Great opportunity here. And again, this is self-inflicted, right? So you can bring your goalkeeper up. 3 seconds left. If they think about it, they can bring their goalkeeper up. It doesn't look like DeLima's going there, but huge opportunity. Why wouldn't you take it?
Yeah.
To have another attacker in. There's no way Kansas City could kick the ball back down the field and score in time.
So Stinson behind the ball. Fabian to his left. Alami to his right. Stinson approaches over to Fabian, drives one, save Ejimadu. Horn sounds. Boy, the Oh, challenge flag has come out.
They're thinking handball on Vandegrift, maybe?
We'll stay here through the challenge.
And we're going to listen to the challenge at our enhanced video review here at Cable Dahmer Arena.
If you haven't watched our broadcast, we're going to hear from Brian Martin and Brian Miller. Looks like Miller's going to put the headset on. So here we go. Let's listen.
Thanks, Brian. All right, we're going to see if we got a handball. Sounds good. Yep, this is our best look. Let's do this one. All right, can we slow down? Yep. Yeah, let's look at that angle. Yep, I'll play this forward. I don't have enough there based on any of this. Can we go back to that main camera view one more time? Oh yeah, let's try this one. So we got here, or this one. This one's probably our best one. Yep, that one. Let's do this one more time, as slow as you can go. Yeah, I don't have it. I'm gonna call stands. Yep, no handball call stands. Umpire loses their challenge. No challenges bring the rest of the game. Good.
All right, so here we go. I think you can probably guess what the result is going to be. Here's Brian Miller.
After review, the call on the field stands. There is no handball. Umpire loses their challenge. They have no challenges remaining for the rest of the game.
Now, I can see why they might have thought it from the umpire bench, but from the view from straight behind, it looked like it hit his hip.
Yep. Okay, so here we go. It's time to go to break here. First quarter has come to an end. We are tied at 1. Kansas City and Empire. We're off to a good start. Second quarter straight ahead on CBS Sports Golazo.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
Calling all artists, head to maslsoccer.com to take part in the first ever MASL coloring contest. 3 winners will receive a $100 gift certificate to Capelli Sport. Don't delay. Submissions are due by this Sunday, February 1st. And later in the broadcast, we're going to show the artwork of the 3 of us in terms of what we didn't officially submit via the website, but we submitted to each other, and you can decide who might have gotten the passing grade.
We all did our homework, and I've seen the results here. I have to say that Lux is pretty good. Eric, yours is pretty good too. Me, on the other hand, I need a little bit of work, but it still was a fun exercise. And again, the deadline is coming up on Sunday, all right?
It is. So with you in mind, I was doing some work this week because, you spend part of your time here at Cable Dom Arena and part of your time on local TV.
Yep.
And, we get what people have to say about both. But I got a joke for you, Nick Vassos. Why are referees like meteorologists?
Why are referees like meteorologists?
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
A lot of people complain about them. Everyone thinks they know better, and almost none of us could actually do the job.
I like it.
There you go. We have a goalkeeper substitution, too, to start the quarter. Something that Empire does a lot. Brian Orozco is going to come in. He is definitely not shy at shooting the ball.
No. Brian Orozco from Guatemala City, Guatemala. He's in his 4th year. He's a member of the senior national futsal team for Guatemala. And he is 3-4 on the year with a 3.8 goals against average. This is his 9th game that he has appeared in. So very interesting shot by Reggett. That one's short post, no good. Comets and Empire switch ends. Comets attacking left to right now. Ejimadu will kick it out, looking for some teammate, but foul called on Souza now. And a delay of game warning on Lucas Souza.
Got a couple historical nuggets. One that I didn't remember. So today's the 30th, right?
It is.
Tomorrow, the 31st. That's the 10th anniversary of your famous halftime interview with Baltimore Blast owner Ed Hale, which he tells me about. He loved that interview with you, Nick.
It was it was unlike anything I've ever experienced before. Let me tell you. Shout out Mr. Hale if he's watching at home tonight.
It's available on YouTube. I know I've watched it there before too, so I think you just have to search maybe Ed Hale, Nick Vassos, and there you go.
That interview was done at a time where there was a lot of acrimony between Baltimore and Kansas City, the 2 franchises. Had just come off the year before that terrible incident after the playoff game that we all remember. It got kind of heated. But I'm glad that Mr. Hale came on and we aired it out on the air.
Yep.
All right, Kansas City ball, 13:48 to play here in the first half. Comets and Empire level at 1. Nacho Flores kicks it across the half line. Touch towards the Comets half and picked up there by Munira Alami. On back to Dutra. Orozco, their goalkeeper, he is dipped just inside the half line. You can see him at the top of your picture. And this is Obasi ball. And with Orozco in there, he is really effective in this type of play.
I don't know if you remember when Obasi first came, they were giving up empty net goals. You don't see that the way they originally tried it. They've honed this system. And look at
here's Orozco. Thought about it from inside the Comets yellow line. Instead, swing it near side to Stinson, who shoots. That one blocked by Marcel Berry. Rebound controlled. Orozco scrambles back. Now he'll push forward again with his teammates. Justin Stinson. Forward it comes to Romalo. Romalo back towards the center circle. Sudduth is back there. Correction, that's Polo Hernandez. Now Stinson. Comets have outshot Empire 8-5 early on in this game. Hernandez. Now Stinson once again. Comets trying to remain patient here. There's Orozco. He's got a good save percentage at 76%. Here's a drive saved by Ejimadu. The ball comes right back to Polo Hernandez. Here's Stinson. One touch, moves to his right, leaves it out to Perez, who winds up and blasts it on up to the International Space Station.
That wasn't a Star Wars reference.
No,
I've been waiting for this.
That's no moon.
I got a Hoth Winter Night one suggested to me. I wasn't even sure I was going to mention that.
Well, I'm waiting for Lux. She's got a couple of them ready to go, too. A couple of pun-related Star Wars anecdotes. Andreos tried a couple of passes. It bounces back to Pino into the corner for Tetsane. Lucia dribbling it away from the goal. Now Pino front and center. Guerrero on into Reggett. Reggett with his back to the goal, marked by Palmer. Reggett trying to turn, still with the ball. He'll kick it on over to Lennis. 10.5 to play in the first half. Now into Tetsane. Tetsane taking it deep into the corner. Tetsane's around that player, and that one whistles across the goal mouth and stays with the Comets. Now Andreos thought about it. Will lift it high on the volley and off the boards, no good. Right-footed shot, save Orozco. Brian Orozco, he's all of what, 5'7"? And he's got some ups there to snare that one out of the air. Here come the Strykers back the other way on the attack. Chavez partially blocked by the Comets. Kazim.
Good touch there by Kazim.
Able to get it across the half line.
Prevented a 2-on-1 situation defensively, was able to juggle the ball out of his defensive zone.
Orozco plays it forward on out to Cutis Lawal. It bounces into Dyerson Gratterall. He'll leave it for his teammate. Gratterall gets it back. Now Lucas Souza as well as Lennis in there. Gratterall goes down and a foul called on Kansas City. That's number 2 on Lucas. Fabian back into the game. Marco plays it back to Berto. Now right side. Right side he goes to Chavez. Now they'll swing it all the way near side for Gratterall. 1-1 is our score. 9 minutes to play in the first half. It's the last regular season game between these two teams. Kicked into the corner for Lawal. Lawal marked by Vandergriff. Kicked away from the goal. Palmer picks it up. And the Strykers will go back on offense.
If you're a visiting team and you're traveling to the home arena of the team that has the most goals scored in the league, why wouldn't you want to hold the ball for 40, 45 minutes? Don't give Kansas City too many opportunities to score.
Orozco for Palmer. Gratterall back to Berto. Berto Palmer, 415 blocks coming into tonight's game. In his 12th year, 23-24 Defender of the Year. Part of the Elite Six in the MASL that year as well. He's been a terrific player over his career. Many years spent here in Kansas City. Fabian. Kansas City up with the rebound. Reggett on over to Palmer. Back to Zach. Dangerous ball there by Ramon Palmer. Lennis will hold it. Comets will go for a few changes. Lennis was looking to an open Rian Marquez. Instead, we'll play it safe to Vandegrift.
So Empire holds the ball, and when they lose it, they immediately press because they want to get that ball back. No huge chances there for Kansas City to move down the field.
Ejimadu forward to Francis. Dom, we'll chat with him coming up at halftime. On over to Henry Ramirez. Ramirez, some choppy steps over to Vandegrift, down to the corner. Flicked on by Ramon Palmer, but right to an Empire player. That's Gratterall. He lost it. Comets get the ball back.
Good press by Kansas City there.
And reset up their offense. Here's Dom Francis. Signed a 3-year contract to be here in Kansas City. Leaves it for Pino. Nacho Flores came out of retirement to join the Comets one more year. Marquez with the ball. Trying to turn. Lennis goes down. Pino with a couple of touches on the ball, battling Alami. Alami comes out with it. Pino with some high pressure, trying to win the ball back, blocks it out of bounds, and we have a timeout. Let's take a break here. Timeout on the field between Empire and Kansas City, meeting for the final time during this MASL regular season. And with 6:24 left to play until halftime, we are level at 1. The Major Arena Soccer League plays on CBS Sports Golazo.
I got hurt in a car wreck. Why should I call DM Law? Because whether you have a $10,000 fender bender or a multi-million-dollar case, we'll fight to get you every dollar you deserve. A client of ours was in a wreck and had a minor head injury. We were still able to put over $23,000 in his pocket. Another client of ours had a severe leg injury, and we got them $1.1 million. Big case or small, Mike's got this. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call me. I've got this.
Hurt in a car wreck? Call 405-900-9000.
Wait, 6 miles, runway 26 right, clear to land.
Welcome back to the Cable Dama Arena, where the Force is very much alive tonight. We're all squared away up in this galaxy. Comets and Strykers tied at 1 with 6:24 left in the half. It's basically Rebels versus Empire out here. Every loose ball is a lightsaber duel. Every shot jumping to hyperspace. Casey's pressing like they're trying to destroy the Darth Star. And the Strykers, well, they're looking to strike back. Buckle up, trust the Force, and watch you must. Sending it back up to Obi-Wan Kanicki and Han Brugrid.
How long did she work on that, Nick?
Thank you, Lux. Or maybe we should call her Ray. Here's a drive from the right. That one off target. Andorreos trying to use the boards to get around Perez. Not strong enough. Perez takes it back and will play it to Orozco. Orozco shoots it up the right side. Pino from Kansas City gets it up to Kazim, who knocks it back to Nacho. 1-1 our score here on CBS Sports Golazo. Great to have you here on this Friday night, live from Cable Dahmer Arena. It's the only game in the MASL tonight. Pino front and center. Into the corner looking for Reggett. Orozco comes out to kick it away. Comets maintain possession. Kansas City 8-4-2. They lead the MASL on 24 points. Comets just a couple of points ahead of the Milwaukee Wave as Orozco comes off his line.
Read that really well because Reggett was going Wallace Scora and off to the races.
Comets 3 points clear of Milwaukee and 5 points ahead of San Diego. Comets and the Strykers will have their chance to meet up later on in the late stages of the regular season. They'll meet 5 times before we're all said and done this season. Vandegrift not happy there with Brian Martin. Foul called on Vandegrift. Watch it again.
Look at the replay. Maybe holding just a little bit, then he let go. Brian Martin was right there, called that right away. Good opportunity here just to Ejimatu's right.
Here's Hernandez. Back to Stinson. Back to Hernandez, pinballing around. And Ejimatu comes out with it for the Comets.
Oh, Marquez was off the bench, and Ejimatu didn't see him. They were going to try to go long. Sneaky substitution. Didn't work out for the Comets.
Lennis tries to move to his right, but runs into a defender, and now battle for it on the near boards. Who's going to come up with the loose ball? Comets knock down Stinson, and a foul called on KC. That's going to go against Lennis, the third-year player out of Weston, Florida, playing in his 11th game. Lennis with 6 goals and 4 assists on the season. He's got 6 blocks as well. Long ball by Empire to the Comets' yellow line. Comes down and a foul called on Mikey Lennis. Made contact with Chavez. Chavez goes down holding his head, and he will go off the field. Steven Chavez. And that's Lennis' 3rd foul of the half.
4:25 left. It was just after the fact. 4 fouls and a half equals a blue card, and you're not sure you want to take that risk putting him out there again. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Stokic does in terms of changing up some of the lines.
Brian Orozco into the corner. Here is Stinson. His drive blocked. He gets the ball back. 3:44 left to play in the half. Gratterall and Fabian coming on.
Shots on goal so far, 9 for Kansas City, 5 for Empire. Very defensive-minded game. Empire is setting the tone.
Forward it comes to Alami. Monir with a drive. That one short post, no good. Battle for the loose ball on the near boards. Gratterall is over there. So is Hernandez. That one ends up back at the feet of Perez. He leaves it for Fabian. Now Berto Palmer. Under 3 to play. Romalo. Perez. Perez in front of the referee's crease. Now Romalo takes it deep into the corner and fires that one right off of Ejimatu. That might have hit him in the face. Ejimatu shaking up just a little bit. And that one did, in fact, hit him right in the face.
Oh, and a giveaway off the press.
Here's Romalo with a shot. Save by Ejimatu. Comets trying to get the counter going, but knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Kansas City.
Good goal scoring opportunity. Kansas City tried to play it short, couldn't play it out of the back. And I think one of the adjustments they may look at halftime is how do we make more quickly Ejimatu throwing the ball down the field. Had an opportunity a shift or two ago to catch Rion Marquez off of a line change, and Kansas City didn't see it. That outlet pass, Ejimatu, one of the best arms in the league, might be the ticket for Kansas City to thwart this pressing Empire Strykers defense.
Ejimatu on up to Dominic Francis. Francis tripped up in the midfield area. Foul called against Empire.
Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bastiavansky and Phil Ivanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics.
Dutra with the professional foul right in the center circle. Comets send the ball into the corner, and Dutra is there along with Dominic Francis. Dutra takes another chop at Dominic. He stands up this time. On back to Pino. 1 minute and 17 seconds left in this opening half. We're tied at 1. Ed Jamadu into the corner for Zach Reggett. Palmer there shielding him away.
Need it back to his goalie so he could pick it up. Professional play.
And Orozco up and throwing. On out to the near side, it comes to Chavez. Steven Chavez lost it for a moment. Stinson with a good job to avoid Pino. And Stinson moving forward. A couple of step overs. And he will retreat back to Palmer. Stinson to Chavez. Here's Chavez again. He shoots. Kick save. And a beauty by Ejimadu. And that'll be placed on the near touchline. Kids excited there. They got some great seats to tonight's match. 34 seconds left in the first half. Here's Stinson to Lawal. He shoots, and Cutis Lawal.
We'll see if Kansas City challenges a handball here. Here comes the flag.
And there it is. Challenge flag thrown by Comets head coach Stefan Stokic. As it stands, Empire has a 2-1 lead with 23 seconds left in the first half.
They're going to look here for a handball on Lawal in the corner.
Good old push, Randy.
Brian Martin on the headset.
You guys hear me? Okay, we're just looking at that thing in the corner against the wall. Play at full speed if you can, please. It's prior to that. No, keep it going down there. Yeah, it's down here in the corner. Keep it going forward. Sorry. Yeah, go forward. We just missed it down there. It was in the corner.
Oh, that's
No, it's before the goal. Right before it, against the ball there. Against the ball. The wall, sorry. No, down the corner. Right before the goal.
Yeah, that's
right
it.
there. That's where we want. Yeah, it's sorry. It's in the corner. It comes off the wall there. If you have another angle, because we're blocked on all. Okay, go back and do 50% speed. Okay, can you play that one more time? 25% speed? Okay, do you have another angle we can look at for that? Okay. Okay, just play through one more time. See if you can pause it when it's coming off the wall. And then frame by frame off the wall. Okay, thank you.
Well, they took the headset off, so they're having a discussion here. What do you think, fans? Comets fans think they saw one thing. Strykers fans think they saw another.
Here's the call.
After review, the call on the field stands. There is not indisputable evidence of the ball hit the arm. Therefore, Kansas City loses their challenge. There are no challenges remaining for the rest of the game.
Ejimada's A little fortunate the referees weren't paying attention because he could have gotten a yellow card there. And he's got to cool things down a little bit. You're still only down 1 goal going into halftime, and I'm not surprised by the call, Nick.
Yeah. It's almost as if Ejimadu reacted to the handball before the shot was fired and then found himself a little out of position as Orozco makes the save and is fouled by Kansas City.
Hopefully Orozco is going to be okay. And a yellow card.
That's going to put Tetsane in the box for 5 minutes.
Kansas City foul number 11, Lucia Tetsane is first to the mouth.
The foul's on number 11 for Kansas City after the foul. Severe unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting. That's a 5-minute non-power play. We'll restart with a goalkeeper possession.
Well, and if you're Coach Stefan Stokic, you need to calm your team down. One or two things could happen. You can use this to motivate you, or you can let this define you, and then things go from bad to worse.
Well, I tell you, Orozco is a really terrific athlete. He's playing amongst trees. He's like 5'7", and an incredible keeper. And a lot of people who are around him say he's even a better person. So a late goal. Oh boy, Tetsane better cool down. He might find himself out of the game. All right, this we're going to stand by here. Luxel Zinga is standing by with head coach Stefan Stokic. Let's go right down to Lux. She's with the Comets head coach. Lux?
Coach, it's been a very defensive game. You're looking at it, 8 shots on goal, 10 shots on goal, respectively. What do we need to do to get more scoring chances?
I think we just, how we did in the first 15 minutes, first quarter, be patient, find the right moments to break them down. We kind of lost that in that second quarter, but we have to get back to that.
It did look like we had the momentum in the first and lost it a little bit in the second. What are you going to tell the guys to get that oomph back for the second half?
I think they need to focus on what we do, our strengths, right? Finding the targets, making run off to them. But most importantly is keeping the emotions out of it and focus on the game and not focus on the refs.
Good luck, Coach. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Lux. Yeah, he said it right there. Got to calm down a little bit, keep the emotions in check as Empire has been playing keep away for much of the first half. Let's take a break. Our halftime is going to start right after this with our conversation with Dominic Francis. At the end of 2, it is Empire 2, Kansas City 1 on CBS Sports Golazo.
The Bonavia at Withers Farm. Brand new 1 and 2 bedroom apartments in Liberty and the exclusive housing partner of your Kansas City Comets. Enjoy modern luxury living. From spacious walk-in closets to a 24-hour fitness center, we have you covered. And yes, your pets are welcome too. Stop by or visit us online to schedule a tour of your brand new luxury home at the Bonavia at Withers Farm.
At Furniture Options, we make it easy to get comfortable fast. From individuals to businesses, we provide stylish, ready-to-live-in furniture within 2 business days. Choose your package, set your schedule. We'll take care of the heavy lifting. Furniture Options. Temporary furniture. Real comfort. Visit FurnitureOptions.com to get started.
Back inside Cable Dahmer Arena for halftime between the Kansas City Comets and Empire Strykers. Joining us here, speaking of Strykers, is Comets forward Dominic Francis. And Dom, first off, let's just ask you how things are going so far this year as a member of the KC Comets once again.
Yeah, pretty good. It's obviously really good to be back. I didn't think I would be back, but we're making the most of it. We're settled in nicely, and I'm excited. It's good to be back in this arena for sure.
Yeah. What's it like playing in front of the crowds? And, you've spent so much of your time with the Harrisburg franchise, but Kansas City's been another stop for you. How come it works so well for you?
Yeah, I whenever the Harrisburg schedule used to come out, this was always one place that I kind of looked for on the schedule to see if we were actually going there. So to be able to play here every home game it's a blessing, really. I love the atmosphere. And just the way that the fans, take care of you, it's a little something that kind of gives you a little boost, especially when you're out there. So,
here we are, just a little halfway point of the season. Comets top of the table, and Comets have played a couple more games than everybody else. But how do you feel about where the team stands right now?
Yeah, I think we're doing well. I know starting out, we got the results, but it was in terms of how we were playing weren't really satisfied with that. But I think the last few games, I know some results have gone our way, some haven't, but I think the way we have been playing has been better, especially in terms of how coach wants us to play. So hopefully we can take that momentum into, I guess, the second half of the season. I know the last game was another little blip that we had, but we move on from that.
Yeah, kind of cool. The Comets 2 straight wins, one at home, one on the road, but still lots of games to go, a lot of big games to go to finish out the season. So a lot of fans know that you are a native of Huddersfield, England, and I can't do this interview without asking you, Team England is going to be based here in Kansas City. What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I honestly didn't expect to see that. I was looking to see if there was any games here with England. So to have that, I know Eric and I were just talking, even if we can get in there just to watch a training session, that'd be great, just to see the quality there. But yeah, that'll be good. That'll be nice to bring some English people to town, some more.
What are we supposed to? What are you going to expect from Team England coming to town? What's it going to be like?
There'll be a lot of people here, that's for sure. I don't know about the training camp itself, but I know, for games, wherever the games are at, it'll be packed with English people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be fun. Like I said, if we can get out there just to watch, that'll be great.
Yeah. Huddersfield, England, which is the birthplace of the rugby league. You ever play?
I tried once, and I got hit, and then I left. So, but yeah, I actually tell people that over here because not many people know the difference between the rugbies that we were just talking about. So it is a cool little fun fact for people to know about. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing some time with us, Dom.
Sure.
Good luck the rest of the way. Comets forward, Dom Francis. More from halftime coming up next.
Nobody does sports medicine like OSI does, which is why we are now the official sports medicine provider of the Kansas City Comets. We believe in a comprehensive, whole-person approach to medical care. We put in the work off the field so our players can succeed on the field.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
Clear vision is so important for everything I do, on and off the field. I'm Zach Reggett, forward for the Kansas City Comets. We are super excited to partner with Silverstein Eye Centers as the official eye care provider for the Kansas City Comets.
I'm Dr. Steve Silverstein. We would love to show you what eye care should be. Please call us to schedule an appointment or visit our website at silversteineyecenters.com.
Welcome to the annual Success on the Spectrum Autism Festival.
Autism Festival is a celebration of acceptance and community, hosted by Success on the Spectrums all over the country. This special event is all about bringing families together in a fun, supportive, and completely judgment-free environment. Here, individuals with autism can simply be themselves, surrounded by understanding, kindness, and joy. From exciting activities to local resources, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Join us as we create lasting memories and continue building a more inclusive world for all.
Shoot! He scores!
How goes it, folks? This is MASL in 5, back for another week. Hope everyone is doing great. Things are heating up across the league, and there are some big matchups happening this weekend. I've only got 5 minutes to fill you in, so let's get to it.
On the ground, and he is still able to punch it away. Lima with a strike. The Stars go level. Douglas Lima from distance.
Tacoma tying the game up late against Utica City in their first encounter last weekend. That sent this one off to overtime.
Jones is ahead. Jones has Correa. Jones is getting pulled by his shirt. Correa's in on goal. The Stars have a winner. Adrian Correa. Adrian Correa.
The Stars get it done the hard way as they take down UCFC 7-6 in OT on the 24th. Now, Utica had a chance for revenge the next day, but kind of seemed like they emptied the tank the day before. They fell behind 7-1, rallied towards the end, but it wasn't enough as Tacoma takes it 8-6 to sweep the two-game set. St. Louis and Milwaukee also hooked up twice last week. This was the most dramatic game. Alex Sanchez was a beast with 5 goals plus a helper on Sunday. That included the game-tying goal with just $1:38 left right there. And then this.
Into the post. The little touch. Max coming through. Shot off the front. Sanchez! Number 5. And the Wave wins it 7-6.
What a performance by Alex. Milwaukee takes it 7-6, and they needed that one. If they'd lost, St. Louis would have been 3-0 against them because the day before, the ambush beat them 5-3 behind a Daniel Torrealba hat trick. Beautiful goal right there. Empire is suddenly surging. They faced San Diego on the 22nd and evened up the season series against the Strykers 2-2. Walter Diaz led the way with 4 points. 9-5 Strykers the final, and then the boys in purple welcomed Kansas City to town, and they weren't great hosts. The Strykers raced out to a 6-0 halftime lead and cruised to the 10-6 victory over the Comets. Finally, San Diego finished up its 6-game road trip in Baltimore, and behind a stellar performance by first star Boris Pardo, they doubled up the blast 10-5. Sockers finishing the road trip 3-3. It's a quiet weekend, but one game we're looking forward to is San Diego and Tacoma on Sunday. They split 2 games this season. Things always get spicy between these two squads. To 3 p.m. PST kickoff from Front Wave Arena in San Diego. Okay, a look at your scoring leaders. Zach Reggett leading the way, but Sanchez is hot on his heels now with 26 points. Marquez in third with 25. Alvarez with 23, and Jonatos Mello of Baltimore rounding out your top 5 with 21 points. And your Capelli Sport Players of the Week, Luis Beretta in goal from the Tacoma Stars, Sanchez offensively from Milwaukee, and Logan Jones on the defensive end from the Tacoma Stars. Let's start with Sanchez, one of the best games of the season he had in the overtime win against the St. Louis Ambush. He also got the OT goal. 7 points over 2 games for the weekend for Alex. Logan Jones, 5 block shots he had to go along with 5 points over 2 games, 2 goals and 3 assists for the Stars. And in goal, his teammate Luis Beretta, fantastic against UCFC over 2 games. 30 saves, including that beauty right there. Time now for your plays of the week.
Ball, Rivera. Good back heel. Santana shoots and scores! Nelson Santana!
Back over to Fabian. Fabian to Stinson. Stinson fires it. Justin! The Stinger Stinson.
Now Ferdinand. Alex coming in. Alex volleys around. Shot a goal! Oh, was that sweet by Saucy?
Torrealba creeps it forward. Torrealba left foot. Get in there, baby!
Briscoe taking off his feet. Jones with a strike, gets off the post. He gives the Tacoma Stars the lead.
The pass wasn't precise enough. Fabian fires it. Upper right corner where my Uncle Franz keeps the good schnapps.
Deflects high into the air. He'll head it down. Amadi flipped over. Gerson!
Gomez, another attempt, tried to find the header with dead side. And there's a goal blasted into the back of the net.
Into the post. A little touch. Max coming through. Shot off the front. Sanchez wins it 7-6.
Jones is ahead. Jones has Correa. Jones is getting pulled by his shirt. Correa's in on goal. The Stars have a winner. Adrian Correa. Adrian Correa.
And that is going to wrap things up for this week. But just a reminder, all throughout the season, to stay up to date with everything that's going on in the MASL, be sure to check out the league's official social media outlets. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
To everyone who finds joy in a great meal, we'd love to see you at Culver's.
What makes us happy is making you happy.
Our menu is handcrafted to have something for everyone.
Everyone.
My favorite, the Butter Burger Deluxe.
Definitely cheese curds.
Chocolate frozen custard.
From the juiciest bites to the sweetest scoops.
We'll make all your favorites fresh.
Fresh.
Fresh, just for you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Hey now, watch out, I'm a real star. See me from afar, shining like a shooting star. Hey now, watch out, I'm a real star.
When you have a financial partner that invests in every part of you, you can't help but feel like a star. Member owned, open to all. Community America Credit Union, invested in you.
With the one in there and almost deflected. Shot in the goal! It is Nacho! Comets win game one! He's after game winner! For the Dudes and for the Stars! Oh my! And he scores!
Subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more.
Eric Bergrud and Nick Vassos with you back up here in our broadcast booth. Lux Elzinga down on Silverstein Ice Center's field. First half highlights. Comets on the board first. A good pass into Rion Marquez, a good turn, and that one by Clayson DeLima. Comets lead 1-0. The assist going to Guerrero Pino. Empire gets the game leveled on the restart here. The Monir Alami plays it to the far post, and sitting there having a cup of coffee is the rookie, Felipe Dutra. He levels the game at 1, and that's where it stayed for a long time until late in the second quarter. A couple of good saves there by Philip Edjamato, including that one to keep the game level at 1. And then here is where the game changed. 23 seconds left in the first half, and Qudis Lawal gives the Empire Strykers a 2-1 lead here on Star Wars night. So the local fans here might feel like Luke Skywalker in the garbage chute when he says, I have a very bad feeling about this. Or, you could be like Yoda. Try not. It's do or do not. No try.
You got a whole bunch of quotes, don't you, partner? A funny thing happening on the field, you're watching the Comets loosen up, but the two Bryans, Martin and Miller, are having a little chat with Comets assistant goalkeeper coach Kenny Mayer, who is not shy to offer his opinions and what he thinks should have been. He does this to me. I get texts at 3 in the morning regarding things I say on the broadcast. So, questions. I know there were a few hard feelings on the goal that was not overturned, but I mean, it was right in front of us. We didn't see it any handball on the first glance. The fans right in front of Lawal didn't all jump and down. It was after the ball went in the goal when everybody started to get upset, and so that's not the evidence you look at, but based on the video evidence they had, there was nothing to overturn it. And even on that clip we just saw, I mean, I'm sure people who are looking for a handball are going to see a handball. Yeah. People who don't want a handball don't see anything. And so 2-1. We'll see how the Comets come out in the second half. Recall, Lucia Tetsane got a yellow card. 5 minutes for one of your star defenders, and so they're going to have to adjust here defensively the first couple shifts without him. But their heads need to be in the game coming forward. Otherwise, they could find themselves in a situation where they were at Empire this past weekend, looking at a deficit and trying to crawl back.
Yeah, there's Zach Reggett also talking to the Bryans, Brian Martin and Brian Miller.
And you saw that Reggett's actually wearing the armband tonight rather than
Nacho.
Rather than Nacho. So kind of interesting. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. I go there frequently throughout the week just to see what's happening. And on game nights where there's multiple games, partner, it's the quickest way to find out the scores in other games around the league.
And there will be 3 of them coming up on Sunday. No games tomorrow night.
No NFL games on Sunday. You have no excuse not to watch indoor soccer this Sunday.
That's right. Milwaukee, there's a quick pass into the corner and a header by Stinson that goes awry. Stinson gets the ball back on the rebound. He'll play it front and center for Berto. So here we are. We're playing for Butterburgers here over the next 34 minutes. If the Comets score, everybody's going home with a Butterburger. But the problem is Empire's got the ball. And they've been keeping it for a long time whenever they have possession.
Open goal.
They knock it free. Souza can't get it back. Romallo still going forward.
Good block.
Blocked by Kansas City. Here is Lennis.
Good step, too.
Lennis runs into Stinson, who popped it free. Empire gets it back. And the crowd will sit back down in their seats as another chance for free Butterburgers goes awry. Meanwhile, Steven Chavez tries to wall a score it. No one home on the end of it. Vandegrift pops it forward. And that just played right back to Empire.
Sort of interesting. You know, the Comets at their heart want to go transition when they get the ball, but they keep losing it. And so at some point you have to decide, is it more important to just slow the game down, or do we keep taking our chances to run back at Empire?
Here's Orozco. Orozco tees one up, and he whistles one just to the left. Fabian comes up with the rebound.
Oh, bad giveaway. Good job there by Orozco.
Almost a hospital pass there. Berto will try Fabian over to the left. 2-1 Empire over KC. Empire in 6th position. They are 5-6 on the year. They're in with 14 points. Kansas City leads the league. Now Reggett pops it high into the air, bounces at the other end off the glass. And Orozco is there for Empire.
Good job by Berto to screen Reggett, head the ball back to his goalkeeper, and they'll play it out of the back.
Empire is 2-4 on the road. Kansas City at home, 3-2-1.
Oh, giveaway.
Here's Reyes with a shot, and that one's saved by Ejimadu. And once again, Empire comes up with the loose ball.
Absolutely. Empire saw something in terms of pressing Kansas City, and that was almost tragic there for Kansas City. It would have been a huge goal for Empire.
Making a run was Perez. Marquez on over to Nacho. Now Vandegrift. High pressure from Empire. Ejimadu on up. Boy, Marquez tried to chest that to a teammate, but he just missed it. Orozco's got it. Lays it off to Berto. Plays it back to Orozco. Orozco is so good with his feet. He is just like a position player out there on the field with very good goalkeeper skills. Comets get it away. Henry Ramirez on up to Marquez. Marquez stops, puts his back to the goal. Steven Chavez hacks away at Marquez, who turns, moves to his left. Now to Ramirez, who tried to put a boot on it, couldn't. Stinson played it off the boards. Pino comes up now for Kansas City. He takes it away. Toe pokes it in there. That one wide to the left, goes out of bounds. And Kansas City says it's off Empire. And it's going to go to, actually, it's off Kansas City.
Goalkeeper distribution here for Brian Orozco. Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Visit MASLsoccer.com to shop the all-new MASL fan store for the latest MASL and team gear.
And, oh, boy, chance there. A good pass by Orozco. I didn't see who was on the far post, but couldn't put it on frame.
Sometimes you don't know if these are passes or shots.
Yeah.
It's like that first goal. It was really a shot that turned out to be a pass, but you put your players in the right places, back post, good things are going to happen.
Eric Bergerud, Nick Vassos with you here live at Cable Dahmer Arena. Lux Elzinga down on Silverstein Ice Centers Field. Great to have you here. Empire fans, remember Sunday, your team heads over to Baltimore for a 3 o'clock Eastern start. The third game is Tacoma at San Diego, and that one will be at 6 o'clock Eastern. Orozco front and center. Now they'll play it up the far side. Empire, very patient offense, possession. Here's Orozco using the boards, got away. It's an open net if the Comets can get it. They cannot. Gratterall into Fabian, who shoots. Save, Ejimadu. They drive it back in there. Ejimadu scrambling back, swats it away. Gratterall with the ball again. Now Fabian. Front and center, it comes back to Hernandez. Try the left side, Steven Chavez. And no foul there on KC. Marcel Berry trying to go around Chavez. It's knocked out of bounds. And it will go to Kansas City.
Partner Lux Elzinga knows this style of play so much for her time with TST, and I know she chatted with Anua Obasi, Newtown Pride head coach. They won the initial TST tournament playing this style of play. Pull the goalkeeper out, possession, and they get booed a bit.
And Comets with a chance. Dominic Francis went far post, gets the ball back. Still going forward, still has the ball, lost it. Now it comes out to Perez. Perez chasing that yellow miter ball, and he causes the foul. And Kansas City with a quick restart. Vandegrift shoots it up the near side to Marquez. That was one of the few times the Comets have been able to break down Empire and get a decent chance there. Here comes Vandegrift up the near touchline to Marquez. Marquez stiff-arming player away. We've got a whistle and a foul called against Empire. And Dutra guilty party there. Here's Tetsane. Back out of the sin bin. Plays it to his teammate Andreas, but knocked away by Empire. Christian gets it back. Andreas down to the corner for Lennis. Bounces off the boards a couple of times. De La Torre now with a touch. It comes off to Lennis. He shoots! And the game is level at 2. Mikey Lennis. That's the ball the Comets have been looking for. 2-all.
Kudos to Andreas with the pressure there. Didn't let the ball get out. And near post, might have been a little bit of a deflection for Mikey Lennis. Takes the shot, yep. Off Dutra's leg. They all count, Nick, 2-2 tie.
And for Mikey Lennis, goal number 7 on the year. Kansas City ties it with Empire at 2. It's our media timeout. 7:47 left to play in the third. Brand new ball game. Stay with us on CBS Sports Golazo.
The Bonavia at Withers Farm, brand new 1- and 2-bedroom apartments in Liberty, and the exclusive housing partner of your Kansas City Comets. Enjoy modern luxury living. From spacious walk-in closets to a 24-hour fitness center, we have you covered. And yes, your pets are welcome too. Stop by or visit us online to schedule a tour of your brand new luxury home at the Bonavia at Withers Farm.
Here in the third, 2-2, Comets and Empire up. If you're looking at the screen right now and are impressed with the coloring, it's fine. I did my very best with the markers I had, and I went ahead and colored in number 28, Marcel Berry. How about Nick and Eric? What do you think?
I love it. That's well done, Lux. Bravo.
Bonus
I love
points for the blue turf.
Yes.
Lux, that's terrific. So the third quarter, fourth quarter, we'll roll out Nick's, we'll roll out mine, and see what the fans think.
All right. Well done, Lux. Very well done. All right, tied at 2. Mikey Lennis with the latest goal. Christian Andreas, the assist. Brand new ball game. Empire kicks it off. Here's Orozco. Coming out to punch it away is Ejimadu. Kicking it back in is Oliveira. Stinson with a touch in the corner, and now Ramirez battling. He goes down. Foul called on Justin Stinson. And still some high pressure here from Empire. Kansas City gets it over to Tetsane. On up to Marquez. Marquez marked by Dutra. Now Lucia plays it forward to Henry Ramirez. Henry away from the goal to Souza. Souza fires one from long range. Save Orozco. And Orozco will just clear it and get it out of there.
Bit underappreciated as the Comets weathered Lucia Tetsane's 5-minute yellow card. They're short on defenders and somehow got through there and scored a goal. And we're all tied at 2 after a 2-1 Comets deficit at halftime.
Marquez deep in the right wing corner. Cross shot. Goal! What a pass from Brian Marquez to Lucia Tetsane. Comets Comets with their second lead of the game. It's 3-2.
What did we say earlier, Dick? Good things happen when you make those back post runs. And look at hold, pass. Tetsane makes the late run off the back post through 3 defenders, puts it in with his left. 3-2 Comets. Highlighted Lucia Tetsane early on. He had a hat trick at Empire on Sunday. Adds another goal to his credit tonight, Nick.
Marquez has also been filling up the stat sheet on the assist side. That's number 12 on the year for Rion. And for Tetsane, that is goal number 10 on the year. Comets regain the lead, 3-2. Orozco trying to change the score. And his drive goes up and over the glass.
New for 2026, staff writer Joseph Reyna and veteran coach Mark Litton explain the game with perspectives from both sides of the glass in the MASL's newest show, Soccer Signal. With in-depth data analysis, comprehensive breakdowns, and exclusive interviews from coaches around the league. Don't miss Soccer Signal every other Thursday on MASL TV. Their guest this week was Onua Obasi.
Nice. A battle for the ball right in front of the Emo's Pizza sign. Berto Palmer goes down and a foul on Pino. Guerrero Pino with just under 6 to play in the third. That's Pino's first of the half. Marcel Berry back there along with Ramon Palmer. Ramon pass on up to Andreos. Comets will be quickly back in action next week. They'll be playing on a rare Tuesday up in Milwaukee for Milwaukee's school day up at Panther Arena. So that'll be an early 10:35 start on Tuesday of next week. Comets get it forward up to Zach Reggett. Zach leading the league in points. On back to Pino. He's got some open space to Nacho. Nacho trying to turn. Gets it over to Zach, who shoots. Ding dong off the post.
And Orozco didn't see that at all. If that had just slid in a few inches over, it would have been another 4-2 game here. What a goal.
Orozco, ding dong
missed it.
off the
I thought that was
post.
in for sure, Nick.
Oh, Margaret. That was close. Now Chavez. Front and center to Fabian.
They got the fans buzzing a bit.
Yeah, the possession of Empire just, I don't want to say it can lull a team, but I mean, judging from the crowd's reaction, yeah, that got the crowd up a little bit there with a couple of bursts of energy from both sides.
Well, we saw Perez for Milwaukee, who's almost, I mean, he's perfect for this kind of system, score a goal last week. Brian Wilkins scored a goal on the road for UCFC, and this should have been the third one in 2 weeks.
Orozco's got a goal and 2 assists coming into tonight's game. Now Fabian, he goes down and no foul. Fabian wanted it.
And that's going to be a foul.
And now there's a foul called on Empire. Fabian had a few words to Brian Miller as he departs the field. Restart Kansas City. Nacho rolls it on up to Vandegrift. Yeah, lets it roll through to Lennis. Here's Lennis moving to his right. He shoots. What a save, Orozco. Superman to his left. Chipped ahead, and Orozco's got it. Orozco winds up and tosses one over the half line. Headed back to that side of the field by Kansas City. It's Reggett, the team captain, over to Tetsane. Comets getting a few more chances here late in the third. Dominic Francis. Comets got 3 big left footers out on the field right now. Tetsane, Reggett, and Francis. Now Pino. On back to Tetsane.
This feels like the most possession Kansas City's had all game.
Agreed. Comets holding it on their own yellow line. Ejimadu now plays it forward. Stinson settles it on the blue turf. Back to Orozco. And Marquez gets it, tries to head it in, and he does!
And we'll see a challenge flag.
Oh, they don't have one anymore.
Oh, that's right. They didn't. They already used their challenge flag. And so Berto Palmer pleading his case to Brian Martin. Let's take a look on the replay. Take a look from this angle. And Onu Obasi is on the field wondering why the referees aren't taking a look at this. You're right, partner. Both teams used their challenge flags in the first half unsuccessfully. And Brian Martin is telling Onu Obasi to get back on his bench. He can't believe it. Everybody making a case to the referees to take a look at this.
So Marquez, if it stands, Marquez number 16 on the year.
Caution to the umpire head coach. No power play, 5 minutes, quarter start.
So 5 minutes on the bench. That'll go against Obasi. No power play.
And they can't believe it. This is the thing about the video review system, the way it's in place, right? Teams use their challenge. We used to talk about this all last year. Teams use their challenge early. You use it early. You don't get it right, you lose it for the rest of the game. And this is one that if you're a coach, you would have absolutely want to see this happen in video review.
4-2. And it appears it's going to stand.
Because he was down, trainer came out, so it looks like DeLima's going to come out.
Yep. He has to come off for at least 2 minutes. So DeLima back in. Orozco goes off.
I can only imagine what it's like at the Ontario Airport Hotel watch party right now. Probably not happy at all. You know what's funny is I was checking social media at halftime, and Comets fans were beside themselves on the non-handball at the end of it, and it's like, oh, the referee's against us, and you gotta believe there's Empire fans saying the same thing. And so that's just the way it's like in sports, but it seems like it's more like that in indoor soccer.
Sure, cuts both ways for sure. Ejimadu with a long pass, chested over to Andreas, who's fighting for the ball. Henry Ramirez comes in to keep it inside the Empire's yellow line. Got a whistle, and
it's going to be the Empire ball.
Yeah. Handball called against Kansas City. Here's Clayson DeLima. DeLima into the corner, and it topples over the top of the dasher boards out of bounds. KC's ball with 1:57 left in the third.
Well, we asked what was going to be Kansas City's mood coming out, and they were down 2-1 at the half. 4-2 lead right now, but there's still opportunity for Empire to pull one back.
Ramirez gets ball there. He tripped up, tackled Dutra.
Empire bench looking for a 2 there, or at least a few players.
That might be the biggest man on the field versus the shortest man in Henry Ramirez.
Giveaway.
Marquez.
No goalie.
And Empire still battling. Dutra gets past Ramon Palmer, still going forward. Palmer's there, trying to pin him up against the boards. And a foul called against Empire.
What's funny is we came down here when the players walked onto the field and everybody was smiling, giving each other hugs. The Brazilian players were chatting to each other in Portuguese, and you fast forward a couple hours and it's gotten chippy again, Nick.
Sure has. Might get even more as no, that was up to Lucas Souza. Souza able to tap it forward up to Regged. Near side for Chad Vandergriff. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Comets moving the ball around on Silver Sinai Center's field. leading by 2, their largest lead in the game. Reggett over to Souza. Souza looking for Pino. Flashing in. Pino plays it to Barry. Now front and center for Reggett. Winds up, shoots. That one wide. And the rebound comes off to Stenson. Stenson trying to clear it. They do. Up to Steven Chavez. Chavez marked there by Marcel Berry. Berry goes in. Chavez still with the ball. Still loose. Shot. Goal! Empire Strykers! It's Tony Della Torre from Dodge City, Kansas.
Chavez got past Barry. Save. And so now Kansas City wants a handball the other way. Watch this on the replay. Here's Chavez. The ball's going to go up. They're going to say handball there. Of course, you have now used your challenge flag. And Brian Miller is going to have nothing of this. So both teams feel like they have been misjudged. Yeah, you know, in a way, it's if you want to look at it that way, it's balanced out. Chavez, save.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Here, look at this again.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You have used your challenge flags. The referees did not look at the goal on the other side with the potential foul, so they didn't do it both ways, Nick.
14 seconds left. Empire's back within 1. Here is Pino. That one blasted up into the net. Goalkeeper distribution coming up.
Maybe the fans at the Ontario Airport Hotel feel just a half a tick better.
Horn sounds, and that's it for the third. 3 goals scored in that third. 4. Correction. So let's take a break here. With the score, Kansas City 4 and Empire 3. We have got a good one here from Kansas City. Come on back for the final 15 minutes.
At Furniture Options, we make it easy to get comfortable fast. From individuals to businesses, we provide stylish, ready-to-live-in furniture within 2 business days. Choose your package, set your schedule. We'll take care of the heavy lifting. Furniture Options. Temporary furniture. Real comfort. Visit FurnitureOptions.com to get started.
Nobody does sports medicine like OSI does, which is why we are now the official sports medicine provider of the Kansas City Comets. We believe in a comprehensive, whole-person approach to medical care. We put in the work off the field so our players can succeed on the field.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
Clear vision is so important for everything I do, on and off the field. I'm Zach Reggett, forward for the Kansas City Comets. We are super excited to partner with Silverstein Eye Centers as the official eye care provider for the Kansas City Comets.
I'm Dr. Steve Silverstein. We would love to show you what eye care should be. Please call us to schedule an appointment or visit our website at silversteineyecenters.com.
Calling all artists, head to MASLsoccer.com to take part in the first ever MASL coloring contest. 3 winners will receive a $100 gift certificate to Capelli Sport. Don't delay, submissions are due by this Sunday, February 1st. We saw Lux's art in the first half. Let's take a look at Nick Vassos' work here. Walk me through what you were thinking here, Nick Vassos.
Well, it's a matter of time. I wanted to have a different kind of uniform, but I kind of wanted to keep it Comets themed, you know. So Red Sox, red short, and I went with a white jersey. But the background, it's a lot of fine detail work, Eric, and I have to be honest with you, I ran out of time.
That's okay, Nick.
So that's my offering. That's my best offer right there.
So we were talking about it right before the game. That looks a lot like Don Francis.
Well, yeah, it does. And you know what? It is Don Francis.
Let's look at mine now,
okay,
which is my ode to Philip Edgimato, blue turf green. But I want to bring to your attention the 3 signs from right to left. One fan is yelling or saying Casey loves Lux. The one in the middle is Casey loves Nick. And if you look at small sign on the left, it says Eric who. And that's what the experience is like being a member of this broadcast team here in Kansas City. So blue turf, green uniform, fans who love Lux and Nick.
Oh, Eric, well done. That looks fantastic.
I do what I can. And all of a sudden I do that and we have a goalkeeper substitution.
We certainly do.
So I'm not sure if this was tactical or whether this is because of an injury, but Nicolau Neto is now in goal. And for those of you who think that I jinx things, I had no way of knowing when that coloring contest entry was going to play and that we were going to switch goalies.
So, enter Nicolau Neto into the game. Neto he's played sparingly. Julian Coronado has gotten much of the backup duty. Neto has played a few games. This will be his second appearance.
He played a bit in the second half against Empire on Sunday. And
he's got 18 minutes and 28 seconds so far this season. So, and it looks like we've got some attendance numbers there, Mr. Bergerud.
We do. Total attendance here at Cable Dome Arena on Star Wars Night, 4,550 for the league leading in attendance, Kansas City Comets. Good crowd tonight, Nick.
Yep, well done, Comet fans. Okay, here we go. And we've already got a whistle. So, 15 minutes left on the clock. Lucia Tetsane. There's Chad Vandegrift from St. Charles, Missouri. Comets with the ball to begin the fourth quarter. Back to Tetsane.
And Orozco in goal still. So DeLima got the first quarter, and it looks like Orozco should finish the game. Came out hurt for a little bit. You right, McCall. DeLima came in, but it's definitely Orozco here in the fourth.
Monir Alami takes it the distance, then had it knocked away by Tetsane. It rolls out to Reggett. Reggett avoids one defender, goes down in a foul called against Empire. Reggett goes off. Marquez comes back on. Here's another look at it. It's going to be against Alami. Here's Neto. Nicolau Neto. That one pops straight up into the air by Felipe Dutra. Comes off to Perez. Perez stops. Splits the defenders. And lays it off to his teammate, Alami. Alami will go off. And Chavez will come back on. Orozco forward across the half line. Chavez with it now on the near side. Leaves it back for Berto. 4-3 Kansas City over Empire. Empire out shooting the Comets right now, 19-16. This game has been about as close as the score is. Here's Orozco. Boy, he is deep in Comet territory. Trying to measure it perhaps on the volley. Rolled into the corner. Neto uses his big body to win the ball away from Cutis Lawal.
So with Neto, you have a all-star goalkeeper from last season replacing a first-team all-league goalkeeper in Edgimato. Somebody who, he doesn't have the arm strength of Edgimato, but definitely plays well with the ball at his feet. Just not the type to run with the ball up the field.
Reagan trying to get it over to Lennis. Lennis fouls the wall. That's in the midfield area. Comets will get behind the ball, set their defense. And that's Mikey Lennis' first of the half.
So 4th overall, 6 fouls. It's kind of like basketball. You're ejected from the game. Giveaway.
There's a giveaway shot and a goal. It's Mikey Lennis. That's where Obasi ball can bite Empire, and the Comets make them pay. It's 5-3 KC.
Just pressure there from Kansas City, right there in the midfield. Yeah, you know, if you had a challenge flag, you could maybe raise the challenge flag and see if Zach Reggae gave a little tug there, but referees were close. It's a goal, 5-3.
Lennis is second on the night, 8 overall, and Comets back to a 2-goal lead. Orozco running across the half line. Empire forward for Fabian. Marco moves to his right. Shoots, save. Neto.
That's another part of his game. Makes a lot of kick saves.
Neto leaves it for Pino. Rolled up to Lucas Souza. Pressure from Empire. Can they get the ball? The nearly rolls through the legs of Neto. Neto reached his hand out to Gatterall. Of course, Gatterall's not going to help him up. Empire back on the attack. Shot blocked by Souza off the drive from Perez. Dutra on over to Fabian. Dutra goes off. De La Torre comes on. Here's De La Torre. He's got a goal tonight. Former Comet in his rookie season. Battle for the ball in the corner. Played back to Ciro Oliveira. Now to De La Torre. De La Torre moving to his right. Almost had it poked away by Marquez of the Comets. Retrieved in the referee's crease there by Oliveira. .10:42 left in the game. 5-3 KC.
Mentioned De La Torre. I watched him play in college. His two older brothers played at Park University, so I called their games too. But he was a terrific talent. Came to the Comets and worked his way to Empire and has found a home there.
Pino knocked it free for a moment. Empire gets it back, maintains possession. Alan Perez. Now the swing it to Fabian, who hits it right on the volley. And goalkeeper distribution coming up.
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and MASL Arena on X.
Van de Griff, a giveaway. Dutra. Into the corner for Lawal. He scored that big goal just before halftime, 23 seconds left. They gave Empire a 2-1 lead. Comets have battled back to take a 2-goal lead, their largest in the game.
Ramon Palmer getting a lot of minutes, playing more defense than we're used to seeing him play here. He's been playing episodic this season, but absolutely one of the leaders of this team. Last remaining player on that championship team, 2014 championship.
Berto Palmer. Believe he was on that team.
He was on that team. He doesn't count, though, because he plays for Empire now. But, yes, like Danny Waltman. Doesn't count. He plays for Tacoma.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Under 9 to play now. Clock is ticking. Romalo now moves forward. Palmer knocked it away. Vandegrift and the Comets trying to win the ball back. It pops over the dasher boards and goes off of Kansas City. Palmer goes off and Tetsane comes on.
Mentioned I had two historical nuggets. One was about you. The other is actually about our friend Sean Doc Summers, who played one game for the Comets on this day in 1990. And maybe I'll have a minute to share that story.
Okay, I can't wait to hear that. Stinson blasts that one off of Marcel Berry. It's going to leave a mark. Now Zach Reggett taps it. Correction, that's
good
Francis.
Ball.
Gets it up to Berry.
Oh.
Empire takes it back. Now
that's going to be a 2. And there it is. Brian Miller behind the play. No doubt that he was going to pull that. It's going to be a power play for the Empire Strykers in a dangerous situation, too. See if we can watch on the replay Vandegrift and Alami.
Yeah, this was above the shoulders. Here it is.
Number 4, 2 minutes for elbowing.
Take a look on the replay here. Here's Alami. And it actually is probably head-to-head contact more so than an elbow.
There might be several calls here that'll be on under
I haven't
review.
said under review yet. We'll get there. So we're going super power play here.
Yeah.
Berto Palmer's going to be the 6th attacker.
Palmer over to Fabian, who shoots, and that one just wide. Stinson holds on to the ball. Berto Palmer out there wearing the 6th attacker jersey. Palmer was many times the 6th attacker when he played here in Kansas City. Quickly on up to Oliveira. Now back to De La Torre. Fabian.
90 seconds left of the kill.
Comets 83% in killing off penalties this year. Here's De La Torre. Back to Berto. 7.5 to play in the game. Comets lead by 2. Empire on the super power play. Here's Fabian. Marco, watch out. He loves to shoot from there. Now De La Torre goes off the boards and knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to Kansas City.
Media timeout. Should be. There it is.
And we've got it. Yep. Timeout. Media timeout. So let's take a break. We have 7:23 left to play in this fourth quarter. 1 minute and 8 seconds left on the power play. It's 5-3 Kansas City over Empire.
Centers field. 5-3, 7:23 left in the fourth. If you want to come out and join us at the next home game for the Kansas City Comets, we will be taking on our toxic situationship on Valentine's Day, 6 o'clock p.m. on that Saturday versus San Diego Strykers. It is an intense match, and it's only getting hotter here in the Cable Dahmer Arena. Nick and Eric, what do you got up there in the box?
Because you know, Lux and Nick, nothing says love like the San Diego Strykers playing the Kansas City Comets.
Some knockdown and drag out contests between KC and San Diego over the years. A lot of fun. Tetsani and the rest of the Comets trying to kill off this power play for Empire.
And our archivist is Brian Holland is going to send me every slight that he claims that San Diego has done over the last 45 years for me to share.
Fabian, 28 seconds left on the advantage. Fabian. And a giveaway. Lennis back to Pino. Pino shoots it up the boards. On up to Andorreos, to Mikey Lennis, who was pushed. Both teams play on, no whistle.
Lennis got to be careful not picking up that fifth foul.
Here comes Vandegrift.
He can shoot.
Out of the game, Vandegrift shoots.
What a save.
And
what a save.
What
2-minute penalty. Delayed 2-minute penalty. Good opportunity coming out of the box.
And the Comets are going to go on the power play now.
And I can't tell if he was pointing shootout or whether he was just pointing in that direction. Great steal there from Andorreos. There was one defender back, so there's no way that would have been a shootout. But absolutely slowed down Vandegrift. Reggett wants a shootout, but there was Stinson was already behind the play, so this should just be Comets ball from right there by the crease. They're pointing.
Blue card issued to umpire number 47, 2 minutes for holding. That results in a shootout.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
If they're interpreting that it was a goal-scoring opportunity, but I thought I saw another defender back there. But I'm going to hold this thought before I do the under review read.
This big moment in this game right now. This next goal is huge. Orozco in goal. Ryan Orozco against Rian Marquez. Here it is. One touch. Shot!
Take a look at the replay. Marquez is just going to go straight underneath the goalkeeper, 5-hold him. Take a look from our friend Wags on the field. Got a good angle there on the shootout.
Comets lead 6-3 for Rian Marquez. What a night. That is the hat trick for the big Brazilian. He also has an assist. It's a 4-point night for Rian. Goal number 17 on the year. 6-3 Kansas City over Empire.
So, of course, I say disagree with the call tonight, Nick. You might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show under review with Phil Levanco and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. And I think there were probably two things at play there. The goal scoring opportunity / last defender. And so it's going to be interesting to hear Ryan Sigich. There's no doubt that they're going to pick that play and talk us through that on next week's episode.
Neto coming into the game late for Ejimadu, kicks it long. Is that Clayson DeLima back in there now? Yeah, DeLima is back in goal for Empire. And the Comets chasing for the loose ball on the far side. It's Stinson and Pino called for the foul. 5:33 to play in the game. Stinson with about 20 to 30 family and friends here at Cable Dahmer. Stinson from St. Charles, Missouri. Played his first year for the St. Louis Ambush. before ending out west.
Played a little bit for Tacoma on loan that one season.
Yep.
One of the best. He was the All-Star, last year's All-Star game in Utica. He was there. Fabian was there. Some great players that they've put together over the years in this Empire program. And this team, it's going to be interesting. Baltimore is going to be an opportunity for a bounce-back game. They still have an opportunity to pull this off, but regardless of the outcome, this is a team that's good enough to win in Baltimore. And Baltimore is a team that used to just automatically assume they were going to win at home. Utica's won there. San Diego's won there twice. So, yeah, interesting psychology going into that game this Sunday.
That'll be one of 3 games on the MASL slate on Sunday. 4:17 left in the fourth. DeLima is now in there in goal. Andreos with the ball. Andreos shoots. That one rolling. That one wide. And Nacho plays it into the corner. Comets and Empire give chase here. Now under 4 to play in the game. When do you go 6th attacker, or do you just continue with the type of play where the keeper's coming up from their position?
Well, I'm looking at Berto Palmer on the bench, and he has a regular jersey on, so I'm not sure they're going to go 6th attacker unless it makes sense situationally.
Nacho to Reggett. Reggett back to Nacho. Comets with a 3-goal lead, content to play a little keep away here. Francis will kick it into the last third of Empire. Comets will go for changes. So will Empire. And Felipe Dutra trots it up for the Strykers.
So DeLima's up in that corner 6th attacker goalie type mode, but definitely Orozco is more comfortable in that position.
Perez. DeLima's just inside the Comet yellow line. So any mistakes here by the players on the half line. Here comes DeLima.
Here comes the wave.
Fans getting the wave going here at Cable Dahmer. Fabian. That one to Gratterall. Gratterall's drive blocked by Kazim. Off the boards, Kazim trying to run on that one. Can't quite get to it. Taken back by Empire. Fabian with a touch.
Switch goalkeepers, see? So now they have Orozco as more of a goal-scoring threat. Can't take back almost, but imagine if his shot that hit the post had gone in a quarter ago. But sometimes what they say about soccer being a game of inches.
Fabian with a chance at the top of the arc.
Giveaway.
Now another
Good
chance.
block by Ramon Palmer.
Palmer, wow. Palmer has played quite the role as defense. Eric?
So on this date, 1990, the Comets defeated, you're like this, the Australia National Sunshine Shooters, and I was at the game 5-1 at Kemper Arena. Starting goalkeeper for Kansas City was Jim Gorsuch, and at halftime, exhibition game, right?
Yeah.
They brought in this 20-year-old kid by the name of Sean Darren Summers, who from Raytown, Missouri, who finished up the game, gave up a goal, but he wound up playing. That was his only time playing professionally, was in an exhibition game against a traveling team against Australia. Fast forward to 2026, he was the person who did the video research for Nick Vassos's Nick Vassos Day highlight video. So you never know where life's going to take you.
Oh, man. I never knew that about Doc. That is really cool.
Goalkeeper, and still is coaching high school soccer, goalkeeper coach, and so he continues to give back.
Yeah,
he shows up to all the games wearing very interesting collection of old school soccer jerseys too.
Doesn't he have a rather large collection at his home?
I went to his home. He has like a museum of jerseys going way back to the 80s, and some that, I'm an honest person, but I would have loved to just steal the frames off the wall and take them home.
Well, we're almost done with this one, and it's looking good for Kansas City. 1:06 to play in the game, and they have a 3-goal lead. Here's Tetsane.
Foul's going to be called.
Yeah, and that's going to go against Ben Sudduth.
It's one of these games where it'd be good to kind of knock the ball around, cool things off, shake hands. Everybody goes to the locker room. Comets get a break till the 10th when they're at Milwaukee, so a little bit of a break. Empire's got to get some rest, hit the road tomorrow, and get ready for Baltimore on Sunday.
Neto getting some pretty good playing time here tonight. Just about 30 seconds left. Fans on their feet here at Cable Dahmer Arena. 4,500, and we've got a timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here. Yeah, that's right, Eric. Comets be in action. I think I misspoke earlier. I said Tuesday.
That's a week from Tuesday.
Yeah, it's a week from Tuesday. Tuesday, February 10th. At Milwaukee, and that'll be a 10:35 game. School day. Comets used to do that back when they were the Attack.
Used to do it at Kemper Arena.
Yeah.
It got really loud there.
A great opportunity for kids to, not go to school and go check out a soccer game.
Why wouldn't you? Yeah. If you had to choose, right?
Yeah.
You're that age, why not?
Absolutely.
And then back, so that week, Kansas City, 2 big games. You've got your heated rivals, the Milwaukee Wave, and then sort of the historic rivals of San Diego Strykers. First of 5 games they're going to play. And Comets managing partners, Brian Budzinski, who he says is the #1 rival of the Kansas City Comets, is the San Diego Strykers.
Do you think it's ironic that we'll be playing that game on Valentine's Day?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's lots of love. So I haven't figured out whether I'm wearing a pink tie tonight. Am I going to wear pink? I actually have a Valentine's Day heart tie I might roll out and just, express the love. Because why wouldn't I want to be with you and Lux here on Valentine's Day? Of all the places in the world I could be.
And now Ejimadu is back in goal. So both coaches using both of their keepers. Final seconds ticking off the clock here at Cable Dahmer Arena. Tetsane.
Look at them press here with like 13 seconds left. They don't give up.
Wow.
They are not giving up. They're going to press here.
That's Oliveira all over Tetsane. Touched by Reggett. That's it. It's official. Final score, Comets 6, Strykers 3. Kansas City gets all 3 points. They improved to 9-4-2. Empire falls to 5-7. Comets now 27 points. They remain in first place. Empire remains at 14 points, 6th position. Kansas City. And the leader there, Rian Marquez. Boy, what a night for Marquez. 3 goals, an assist.
We're going to hear from him.
Let's go to Rian. Right now, he is with Lux Elzinga. Lux?
3 points, 3 goals, 1 assist on the night. One of them was a shootout. Walk me through what goes through your mind when you step up before you take on the goalie.
We have to think about the keeper, right? What is his idea coming out of the goal? I just saw his legs open, and I tried to go right there, and I got lucky on that one.
Was there a moment you knew the momentum had switched from Empire running the game to Kansas City Comets running the game?
I feel like once we tied the game, we got it going. We were able to create a little bit more. In the second quarter, they were killing us with the possession, but we were able to stick and turn things around.
Do you feel like you guys played your game?
Yeah, I don't think we played the greatest game. I think we're getting there. Just feel like we have to do a better job dealing with adversity, things that we cannot control. I personally myself have been praying a lot, putting my faith in Jesus Christ, and so I can have a lot of wisdom and not reacting to those things a lot. But I think we're gonna click when the things get closer to the playoffs.
Congratulations on the 4 points tonight, and congratulations on the win, Rian.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Luxel Zinga, with our first star of the game, Rian Marquez. We will take a break. Eric and I will wrap it up here from Cable Dahmer Arena. Comets winners 6-3 over Empire.
To everyone who finds joy in a great meal, we'd love to see you at Culver's.
What makes us happy is making you happy.
Our menu is handcrafted to have something for everyone.
Everyone.
My favorite, the Butter Burger Deluxe.
Definitely cheese curds.
Chocolate frozen custard.
From the juiciest bites to the sweetest scoops.
We'll make all your favorites fresh.
Fresh.
Fresh just for you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
With the one in there and almost deflected. Shot in the goal! It is Nacho! Comets win game one! He does their game winner! For the Dudes and for the Swords! And he
Comets winners tonight at home on the blue turf over the Empire Strykers. Final score 6-3. After falling behind at the end of the second quarter 2-1, the Comets outscore Empire 5-1 in the second half. And yeah, they hold Empire just to a single goal in the final 30 minutes. So really good effort there by Kansas City in the second half, kind of regaining their composure after some pretty tense moments at the end of the first half, Eric.
Well, and both teams feel like the referees influence the game, and ultimately you have to play, and that's what Coach Strykers said to Luxel Zinga right before the halftime is we need to play our game and not worry about what's called or not called. And ultimately Kansas City came with the right attitude in the second half.
And I didn't mess up Brian Martin and Brian Miller too bad tonight.
You did not. No, you got them all right. And the other thing is you hit the under on Star Wars references.
I did hit the under. So great game, though. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to thank our crew here at Cable Dahmer Arena. Producer Devin Brower, our director Tristan Borelli, replay Dylan Pluth, our camera operators tonight Callie Mears, Holden Sampson, Drew Snyder, and Steve Wags Wagner. For my broadcast partner, Eric Bergrud and Luxel Zinga, I'm Nick Vassos. Thanks for watching the MASL on CBS Sports Golazo. Good night, everybody.